All right, guys, here we go. We're going to take a look at the micro futures today. But first, we're going to take a look at the US dollar. A lot of people don't give the dollar enough credit for how much influence or control it has over our commodities, stocks, even crypto near term. Okay, so we want to kind of review the dollar real quickly. As you can see, well, present day today, we had run up pretty good. Yeah, let's go to the hourly chart. Had moved up pretty well. Overnight trading came up, hit this descending 200 simple moving average. And then as you can see, we've been falling lower and lower. The dollar's been getting weaker and weaker. And as you can see, commodities, the micro futures, even the stock market, certain stocks have gained momentum, have reversed. Even on a Friday, they've, now we haven't, now we can't be bragging too much until, the close of the day, because nothing counts until everything closes out to see exactly how the market reacts to any news that may come in today, so on and so forth. But kind of go back a couple of days, we had called for the, once the dollar hit the significant price level where the blue dash line is into the green dash line, that we would get a rebound, a bounce in the dollar, which would, have an inverse correlation to the metals, stock, and crypto, and they would pull back, which, as we saw, is exactly what happened. However, as soon as the dollar got up here and all this was green, it started being sold off. And of course, the dollar rolled over, as we can see, and seems to still be getting weaker as the micro futures, the metals, stocks get a little stronger. So let's start at the top up here. And the first one is our micro futures oil, and how this started out. We were in a little uptrend here, put our uptrend line there, broke down under the trend line, and that's where we went. Well, blue dash line, I mean, the blue arrow gives away. We went short there for a hot minute. And then once we broke over this inside bar, we'll get, well, I'm going to blow you away with this trade setup here on silver here in a second. But anyway, as you see, we trending up, and most times you will roll over in this kind of a bearish formation setup with the candles. But as you can see, we cleared this red bar, which we call an inside bar, because everything was closing inside that red bar, broke out over it. Another factor is that we cleared the 20, then the rest is history. Pull back here on Wednesday, but if the dollar remains weak, pulling over, we could see a breakout here, but we're not going to jump in yet until we have a confirmation. Okay, you just can't think or feel about a particular asset in order to get in. I think it's going to break out because this is going to happen, or I feel it's going to break out because that's going to happen. You got to have confirmation first, and you got to name it and identify it. Okay, a heart surgeon just doesn't go in, crack open your chest, go in there and go, well, I think this is going to be the problem, or I got a feeling that's the problem, and then start doing his thing. That's not going to work out too well. Same with trading, and those that have bought into an asset based on a thought or a feeling. I'm sure you can relate to those type of results. So that's why we always want to identify it, to name it in order to get in there. But even before that, we want to have our stop loss in there, because your first loss is always going to be your smallest one. But anyway, have significant price resistance through here at these high pivots. And the pivots are probably the most important aspect on the chart. There's a couple other things that our Patreon members know about, but yeah, I would have to put the high and low pivot areas where the price basically just did a 180. Okay, and folks don't really give them enough respect or attention, and a lot of times that's exactly where price is going to be driven to, like a magnet, or rejected from, or supported at. So that's why you need to know those. Okay, moving right along. Looking at the micro E-mini Dow Jones. Yeah, you can play the Dow Jones and micro futures. And you see a little double top up here, two high pivot areas, rejection, go short down here, sideways consolidation. And one of them, people say there's no guarantees in stock market. There really is. One of them are these sideways consolidation zones. They will break. Obviously, they will break in one direction or the other. So what do? Sit on your hands. And once you can identify it, name it, breakout, bullish engulfing candle, taking out everything to the left, that's when you hop on board, okay, with a stop loss. And then right here, we have a bearish, well, we hit resistance, okay, number one, had a red bearish engulfing clearing takeout candle as you took out everything to the left. And then stop loss, put your stop loss in there mentally or physically on your exchange. And then we have the follow through. Okay, easy enough. And then here's the S&P micro future S&P 500. Yeah, a little breakout here we got in on, and we're just waiting to see if our 20 holds and we get a confirmation breakout there. Now let's go to gold. This is what everybody's looking forward to. Okay, gold and silver. Micro futures, in my opinion, not financial advice, one of the best ways to play these markets. For example, silver, that's kind of my, favorite. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit more when we get to there. But right now, gold, great opportunity, but not right now. Okay. I wouldn't touch that, even if you gave me the money, I wouldn't get in right now. The reason being, is just like in sports, time and distance, okay? The last time we hit the 20 was back here on the 28th of December. And now we're far away from the 20, okay? See how high we are? That's one of the, things people FOMO in on. They see these big run-ups. And what the trick is, if you just put the 20 simple day moving average on there, if you're far away from it, that's where you need to be scaling out. Okay, we teach our Patreon members when we're away from the 20s when you start slowly scaling out, getting out, okay? Taking some off the table, okay? Some chips off the table. When you are near and around the 20 and you can identify and name the type of breakout, just a handful. You don't need to know, 50,000 different, candle formations or candle patterns, stuff like that. You're just, wasting your mental energy, okay? They're just, two or three that you need to know, and so on and so forth. But anyway, here we are again on gold. Yeah, right now, we're just waiting for it to hit potential, because it has not confirmed yet, resistance, and then short back to the 20s. So we're waiting for that confirmation to happen and go from there. Now let's go to silver. Okay, you can control, where else in the world, not financial wise, can you control 1,000 ounces of silver for $2,054, okay? And that's what we're looking at the micro futures, okay? And then, well, I'll cover that in another video. But anyway, I was talking about that inside bar pattern. See right here? Let me take everything off here, okay? Let's see. Okay, there we go. What we have right now is this inside bar, this green bar right here. Everything is trading inside of it. And, people don't notice that, okay, unless you're trained to look for that. And yeah, you can wick over the bar, you can wick under the bar, okay? But however, 99% of the candles are closing inside that bar. Even the one, I think it's this one here, that closed a little bit above it, but not enough to cause the breakout. So what we're going to do, let me take that off. Also, another little trick, the longer, when you pull up a chart and you see this sideways consolidation zone, you look to the left and you see a big green candle, big red candle, whatever. Man, you need to be just rubbing your hands together and saying, hey, this thing's getting ready to blow up or blow down. Okay, it's gonna, hey, it's a 50-50 deal. And you don't want to get in there first thinking, well, this, that, and the other, I think it's going to go to the upside or whatever. You wait till the market, because the market's 100% right, just like Mother Nature. So and you can't fight that. So just wait until you get a confirmed breakout to the upside. And if we have a clearing candle up here, takes out this red dashed line, significantly, that means they're going to run it up. Something major has happened in the markets. Or if it breaks it, see this candle right here? Yeah, touch just, I just didn't have it by coincidence, okay? Basically the bottom of the pattern here. So we're just putting this up just to catch, people's eyes so they know kind of what to look for. And then here we go. And then down here, we had this uptrend line, and we were able to catch not the bottom, but a confirmed high odds, high potential breakout. And again, look at that inside bar, big red candle there where the gold arrow is, boom, 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 boom. And no little caveat here. Normally they break out on the fifth candle. Okay, now this is going way, further than that, but normally that's just no little hint. Okay, and what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, guess what? Fifth. Cleared. That's what I'm talking about. That clearing candle above that red candle came up, came back in. And we know what that pattern is, so we got in on this candle as well, so on and so forth. And then here we are. Okay, so yeah, that's what we do. That's what we teach. And just shameless plug, check out our Patreon members group. And just as important, our introduction to micro futures trading. We have basically a little over 20 chapters, video chapters on each one of the micro futures, and more importantly, what to do once you're in there, how to trade, what to look for, the breakout pattern. So I just kind of hit on a few of them here, just kind of give you a little idea what to expect. And yeah, there's like 10 video chapters on, the charts, how to, what to look for, the breakouts, go long, go short, so on and so forth. But all right, guys, have a great weekend, and we will see you on the charts.